right? He can't stand around and have his damage drained. And actually, even if he dies, I believe it keeps draining during the resurrection.
That can be really frustrating if you're Radiant, because you just might not guess the right side and then you're done. But we're gonna have Chilling Touch is already out. Mind Control taking huge amounts of damage. This is a first blood. A raise to finish it off. Iceberg, you should have seen folks go for a Midas because they'd realized that they're not going to fight until a lot later on, and it pays off. And then of course there are those famous games where maybe your Slok goes for a Midas over the Shadow Blade. As I say this, but engagement down bottom, Mind Control, one more auto attack. Goodbye to him. So he is finally going to fall down there.
Scale really quickly and get that farm and experience even without it. And so even if he's in a position where he doesn't need something else, sometimes I think there's an argument to just skip the Midas regardless. Just rejects and how they might have pressure on them to get things done. But I actually feel like, yeah, it's gonna be Liquid that make the first move, but it looks good. Gyrocopter TPing to the spot lane, and Clock and Gyrocopter going for a kill. Doom's actually TPing down now as well.
It's an interesting timing. I really like it. Oh goodness, we got a lot of engagements going on. No, Jerax is taking a lot of damage on the sidelines. Well, Mind Control, he's actually going to probably be going down instead of the Wraith King. And Wraith King has 2 lives. They're going for the AA, but a complete whiff on that cooldown. And at the same time, it looks like Shadow Fiend, he might be taking a tumble. But Slaughter, he has now entered the arena. Can he get off that slithering crush? The amp damage is up, and they throw 1 Wraithfire Blast. At the same time on the side, oh goodness, somehow Shadow Fiend has gotten away from the Razor, and it looks like they are diving Matumba Man. They have burned that first level 1 ult on the Wraith King, but they managed to get a kill, and that is massively. Right now he's waiting almost 200 more seconds before he gets that back. And yeah, they have hunted him successfully. Goodbye, Wraith King. Can he get the creep to deny him? No such luck. They have reinforcements coming in, but yeah, TP cancelled.
Liquid the other day as well. I feel like getting the worst off of early clashes quite often, like getting out of these early fights, but they're not gonna get outplayed here.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy not to get outplayed when you're running down an ancient African. And it just seemed, it just seems like they needed a game to warm up. And I think maybe the same could be true for Liquid. As the game progresses, their team fight seems to get infinitely better. Mind Control is goodbye. He actually does a really nice play. He tries to hook over onto Matumba. It's 11 minutes in. He's also 3-0. So he's had a good game, to say the least. And this board, working overtime, they're going to see a lot of these rotations. The ult is back up on Wraith King, but he's only level 8. And as I say, this Ancient Apparition, he's getting a bit of damage out, but it's not going to be enough. And with the Cold Embrace, always want to fly, unable to keep damaging Mind Control, so he won't shatter. And from stacking up, if that's what he wanted to do.
So it's actually an increasingly popular approach recently in professional games. What Jerax goes down to a
nice ice blast.
But this save your gold until you have the full item thing. I've seen a lot of people do it recently, like even at full like S and Ys, just save to 4k. I guess part of the reasoning is that the enemy team doesn't get that information. They don't know what to play around. In the meantime, it looks like the Timberman made a solo kill and always want to fly the bot lane.
At the same time, they might turn it around. Mind Control, just look at how much damage he takes. I mean, auto attacks, presence of the Dark Lord, amp damage. You did not want to be caught in the prison with the Slaughter. And there he goes down. Boots on strength, but we're gonna have initiation. They also started that with a smoke. They have an AA blast. It's gonna hit Mind Control. They need more auto attack damage. He ends up hookshotting over. And that was really weird. I didn't know that was done, but we're going to be seeing a Winter's Curse and Gold Black. Goodbye. They even expend the Doom. I'm really surprised by that. We have the Blade Mail active. I don't think it's going to return enough damage here, and I think they might even have to stop it. Afterlife decides to go in again. He gets a good slithering crush off. They know they're fighting and not having to worry about the Doom, but of course, things like A Blast being on cooldown and no on their Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure who's going to be their mech carrier then. I mean, AA can make a super late one. He's almost got that Midas. Oh, okay. Level 11 is up on the Wraith King, but there's going to be a nice hook shot onto the SF. But Mind Control, he's being melted by SF. This is not what he intended. There's going to be an AA blast. It is going to knock over 2, but it's not going to do enough damage. Doom out onto Iceberg. And if they can catch up to him, which with the Scorch Dot seems very likely, they might be... But Doom, oh goodness, Iceberg, you need to find a way out and quickly, but a TP might just be it. Oh goodness, he's gonna go for the Requiem Souls on top of Matumba Man. A couple more auto attacks should do it. Oh, they managed to pick him off quickly, but the rest of the team is coming up. Kuro, of course, doesn't have it. Still a Doom is you pick 3 cores, because you can't doom them all, even with a refresher. Now, they do have the problem that if Doom dooms both the Wraith King and the SF, you know, this is talking super late game, if he has a refresher, and the Smoke Gank is going to latch onto Doom. At the same time, we have initiation onto Doom. We've got Wraith King. He has a secondary... Oh no, he has to wait 7 more seconds. He's going to go down before he has that second life, or is he? Nightmare saving him up. There's going to be a Winter's Curse on Iceberg, but still, this doesn't help you take down the Wraith King, and there's the second life. We also have a Clockwork. He ends up going over to the side with that hookshot and a big Requiem of Souls, killing off a lot of folks. Iceberg. Matumba Man's gonna go down by the looks of it in Kuroki. He does have Doom, but Iceberg, he may just stand there and fight because he has got a lot of health. He's actually gonna back out a little bit. Ramses has to be careful here because he doesn't have a secondary life, but look at the melt through mind control, and Kuro may be next. They actually kill off the Wraith King, but Iceberg, he has no chill. He's going in. There's gonna be an amp damage. There's gonna be a slithering crush, and one more auto attack will do it. They dismantled that team fight from CIS Reject.
Because otherwise, he's just not contributed to the fight.
It's actually really interesting. Doom Mech used to be something. Oh, sorry, Blink, as I say, this still like taking quite a bit of damage. He has to use that sap. Oh, he doesn't go for the brain sap. They should have Matumba Man dead to rights though, and this is a dangerous gank. He was way too close to towers. Gonna explode. Not worth it for him.
Castle Miracle, and it's very, very clear the steps they're taking to make sure that the Shadow Fiend gets the game he wants. I think that Iceberg gets a lot of his own credit in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, and speaking of own credit, Afterlife looking for that solo takedown on Mind Control. Again, Mind Control has put himself in the prison, but Afterlife, he can't do any damage in that cold embrace, and the TP rotation saving him. It is always super. 7.5k experience lead. That is really fantastic. Yeah, but Iceberg, he's in a little bit of a bad spot. He doesn't have any backup. Winter's Coast, he's going down. I don't see a good way out here, even with that BKB, and that is a huge kill. That was just beyond godlike. Is playing around. Nobody's getting low, so this Abe lost. Yeah, they're even gonna move 2 people out of it. Oh.
The downside of what this is a Fiend's Growth and this is a
yeah, goodbye Mind Control. I'm not sure if they can keep going to contest it. This Roshan's really low. They are moving into the pit. They're not going to have A blocked up. Are they going to fight right into an Aegis? It does look like a Slithering Crush. A little too late, and now Afterlife taking a lot of damage in that sprint. They're trying to kill off the Wyvern first. They managed to get the Brain Sap off. There's going to be a cooldown Ramses. He does have 2 lives coming out, but fodder. Okay, it looks like they actually got a decent trade there, I would argue. Really interesting. We see it picked up a lot against the Wyvern. Partly this Maelstrom, I think, a bit of a farming tool, just to make sure you keep up. And all, speaking of it, he just casually throws in the stun. There's going to be a Winter's Coast turnaround, though. A big AA blast. It does add the debuff, so if they can get fought low enough, they'll shatter, but they're taking too much damage. And with Matumba Man in his second life from Racing, he needs backup, and here it comes in the form of Iceberg. He's going to pop that ult, and if he manages to get off his Requiem of Souls, Matumba Man, you're looking to melt. He actually hasn't finished him off yet. That's going to be 1 life. He goes with the Razor. He can't quite catch Dirac. Just kill the tower. There's going to be folks TPing in as well, and now that is the Doom. Iceberg in a lot of trouble. Gold Black gonna go down. Iceberg trying to walk it off. He's a little bit fast, of course, having that Yasha, and if he can outrange them, and he can maybe even force a turnaround, but he doesn't have any sort of lifesteal, so this is really hard, and there's a lot of magic damage. Oh, Kuro going for the body blocks. He also has that little bit of speed up. There's gonna be the slow coming out. Always want to fly, actually, landing a really nice ice blast. I actually think Matumba Man can turn around. He goes for 1. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's super tanky on Iceberg, and Matumba Man, he's gonna end up falling, and now they can turn around onto Kuroki. He no longer has that Scorched Earth. Goodbye, Doom, OP, dead man. Yeah, we go. He manages to finish him off before his Wanna-Fly goes down. Really well played. He has a bit of trouble getting that Midas, getting some other items. Oh, he's gonna blink away. He's gonna be fine as I say that. He gets a hook shot onto him. He does have Blade Mail, of course. He's gonna try to eat his way through the cogs. He does have 2 lives. Can he get some sort of backup in time? But there's only 1 TP out, and he may just be forfeiting his life. His blink was on cooldown. A Blast is gonna hit. There's gonna be a cooldown as well, though, and the A Blast not that fantastic. Ramses is dead, but Doom is expended, and they're TPing in a few people to see what they can do. We see a Requiem of Souls really off point. It does hit the debuff onto a few people. He's gonna slow them down. Mind Control in that cold embrace, and once again, Iceberg, he's trying to fight. He needs to get out of the grip from fodder. There's going to be Fiend's Grip onto fodder. The leaf is going to give him quite a bit of damage. And again, another strange Winter's Curse, but also like he's gone into deep. He's trying for the TP out. No such luck. And finally, a team fight is going Liquid's way. Iceberg, he's still in the danger zone. A lot of slows coming out. Another AA blast. Can Iceberg get people low enough though? And fodder, he doesn't have the debuff on him. Matumba Man does, but it's not going to tick out enough, I think. And Kuro, he blinks forward. Always want to fly, taking a lot of damage. Level that's going to finish him off.
But the flip side of that is when he's not there, his team is very little. Like if we look at the net worth graph at the moment, it's dead even. And if you consider that Iceberg is 20,000 gold, almost like close to half of his team's net worth, they're very clearly not going to win fights when he's not involved.
Yeah, him not right-clicking heroes there, I agree, did a lot of work. Oh, we have an initiation coming out from the Wraith King. He, of course, doesn't have a second... Oh, he does have it back up, I lied. We're going to have a little bit of a Blade Mail action. He doesn't want to lose it here unless they get...
I might not be able to finish my point right now. Let's see
I don't think they'll make it in time. They all smoked up. That's going to move them faster, but Roshan very quickly, they actually begin the initiation onto the Wraith King coming out from Liquid, and Wraith King is looking to go down, but he is turning it around. They've already killed a Flock. The Aegis ends up going into Gyrocopter, and we have a messy fight. Iceberg, he's using that BKB, but he's had a lot of damage stolen. 200 damage stolen. How on earth do they fight? Bane goes down as Matama Man. Nothing's going to stop him with that BKB active, and Wraith King, oh no, he's going to burn his second life, and Iceberg still has minus 200 damage. He can't turn around and fight. A-Boss does come out, but he melts immediately to fodder. Gem is on the deck. I hear when the auto attacks on Iceberg. The Doom is down for another 44 seconds, so they can try something, but of course there will be a call down coming soon if they're not careful. And still no lifesteal on Tradafine. He just can't sustain here. Minus 70 damage on him. Afterlife. Plasma Field just going to rip right through him, and if they find Gold Black. But I think, unfortunately, this is just going to be another set of racks, and now CIS Rejects' chances are looking slimmer and slimmer. Going to be a race fireball, seeing if they can initiate anything. A nice A-Ball. No! Everybody manages to get out of it. What I thought was going to be so nice, but it just took too long to land. Ramsey's looking like the Wraith King is going to fall once again. Level death, making sure that he's in a lot of trouble. Iceberg gets hook-shotted in. He immediately pops that BKB, but he's having all of his damage stolen. 105 onto fodder again. Iceberg taking a lot. Wraith King is down, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the GGs. There we go.
Yeah, so just to complete my thoughts of the game is, I think that very often these games are determined by team fights, and I think very often team fights are determined by control and utility more than damage. The lead that CIS Rejects had all game was a damage lead. Iceberg was really big, could dish out a lot of damage, but they never really had that utility of the multiple force staffs, Glimmer Cape, Greaves, that kind of stuff, and I think it works against them in the end.
Yeah. So once again, folks, thank you so much for all watching. It's a Star Ladder action. I've been joined by Scansor. You can show him some love on Twitter. Here's his handle. I'm Llama Down Under. I'm also on Twitter. Please feel free to give us any and all feedback.